With all the player movement this offseason, Coach, some teams are clearly still trying to build their chemistry.
Yeah, Kevin, but what's tough is you've still got to try to win games while you're building that chemistry, and that can be a tough balance. It takes time, which is why some organizations prioritize continuity.
Here's the starting group for Houston. Smith and Şengün make up the 4 and the 5. Silk is out there with Wright, and it's Durant in at the 3. Here's Silk in the game against Toronto. Very impressive. Back to Wright. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be a legal steal.
And that's a quick foul for him there. Looks like the refs are going to call this one pretty close.
Here's Houdini to the paint. And Tatum the bucket on the assist by White.
Well, Tatum's size playing a factor there near the bucket.
And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
I was able to talk to Joe Mazzulla for a minute. We talked about Kevin Durant and just how challenging a matchup he is. He told me, quote, his length is what makes him so difficult. Throwing that quick release on his jumper, all we can ask our guys to do is get a hand up on any shot they can. We'll see how effective their defense is on Durant tonight. Guys?
Great work as always, Allie. Thank you. Here's KD after the basket by Boston. They get a hand on it. And here's the fast break. And it's White missing.
I mean, that can happen to anyone, but it's ugly every time it does.
Yeah, that's one he'd like to have back. Those are the opportunities you have to convert.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
And so it's Boston with it. The Rockets making the shot. A shot by Houdini, no good. Smith, the pass to Wright. Here's Silk. Goes up, high post. And again, the Rockets good for 2.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Yeah, well, his offensive contributions are going to be very important in this game. So it's good they've already got him in a rhythm.
They set the pick. And that one's good. Houdini.
Well, he's such a natural talent. Has all the skill needed to produce at a high level.
Hey, Stan, how about the Boston Celtics? Back-to-back 60-win seasons.
Well, Kevin, winning 50 is a great season. 60 wins is simply incredible. We have lots of regular seasons where no team wins 60. Credit Joe Mazzulla, his staff, and players for keeping this thing rolling.
Oh, that's straight TNT, baby. Explosive.
That was pretty, and he just has that effortless knack for getting inside. Now, here's Şengün. Coming off a 12-point game his last outing. Pass to Silk. 6 on the shot clock, and he uses the glass on the layup. Silk's got 7 points in the game.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
And here's Tatum for 3. Offensive rebound, and G with the stuff.
Doing his job on the glass and doing it with force.
And Greg, it's not everybody in the league who can make those kinds of plays.
Boy, he gets paid to be a factor on the glass. That's a nice dunk to finish it off.
And Boston has possession. After the miss from KD.
Playing with high energy, not working the defense up the floor.
Yeah, the commitment to run is paying great dividends on the break.
And so the timeout taken here by Ime Udoka. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. And now, courtesy of the 2K leaderboard, here are the teams that led the NBA in block shots last year. Fifth on the list, the Celtics.
Well, last season, this was a team that prided itself on protecting the rim. They were not an easy group to score on inside.
And so it's KD with it. He brings up the ball for Houston. 4-point game. Şengün passes to Bryan. KD looking around. Pass to Wright. Clock at 4. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
Well, credit the screen there, springing him loose for the finish.
Last game for Houston, they picked up the win against the Raptors in Toronto.
And sometimes it's a lot harder to get easy looks on the road, but they found ways to get their guys good looks.
Yeah, they had a good game plan, executed it well, and they didn't let the crowd affect them.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can count on him to continue missing.
Wright sets a screen. Down low. The rebound by the Celtics. They're coming off that win against Philadelphia.
And bottom line, they found ways to score. Credit the game plan going in. It was right on the money.
Yeah, that kind of performance on the road really speaks to their preparation and mental fortitude.
And so it's Houston with it, following the three-pointer by Boston. Houston moving the ball around. The shot by Silk, no good. Boston leading by 5. Outside, White. Brown outside. White, a screen on Thompson. Out left to the wing. White looking around. Kept alive. The kick out to Tatum. Launches a 3. It's good for a second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Pass to Silk. And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer on the run.
Timeout.
Silk's got a couple of threes now on the first of the Rockets. And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. He's ready to talk things through with them. is checked in. And it's Simons in for Derek White. Boston leading by 5. Pass to Houdini. Outside, Simons. And the 3-ball is good.
With very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
When it comes to Jaylen Brown, Greg, what qualities does he add to a team?
Oh, I love how active and physical he is. He poses such a difficult challenge on both sides of the ball. With the Finals MVP award to his credit, you know he's as mentally tough as anyone in our league.
Here's G. After the made shot from KD. Brown outside. Pass to Houdini. Out of bounds.
Out of bounds.
Houston takes possession.
And with the moment, let's check out some stats for Thompson. Coming off a terrific season. And he was among the top 20 rebounders in the league. Never shy about throwing his weight around in the paint.
And as you said, one of the more efficient scorers in the league last season. He showed great shot selection, terrific efficiency, and more often than not, he got it in there. Bounce pass from right. Bryant. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
That pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look.
There's the pick. Pass to Walsh. The kick out to Brown. And they come right back with their own three-point. And the Celtics lead by 6. Now, White. He picked up 15 points in their last win against the Raptors in Toronto.
Wow, and the amount of turnovers he forced as well. Very aggressive on the defensive end.
Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Well, Amen Thompson, one of the most spectacular athletes in basketball. Coach Ime Udoka said he's so fast and explosive that he has the versatility to attack any matchup. Put a big body on him, he still has his advantages. We can put him anywhere in actions, and he can get downhill. Back over to you.
What an athlete. Okay, Allie, we thank you for the report. And so the timeout taken here by Ime Udoka. Coach needs a moment to talk things over.
Everyone's watching. Houston, substitution, Eason, Fred VanVleet.
Rockets trail by 9. Durant with it. He picked up 18 points in their last win against the Raptors in Toronto.
Well, you also love the aggressiveness. Getting himself to the line made a big difference.
Now Brown, after the missed 3 from KD. Brown sets a screen for Simon. Pass to G. Sinks that one from the post. And it's an 11-point Celtic lead.
Defensively, they've got to pick up the intensity. Hard to win surrendering this high a field goal percentage.
And here's VanVleet. Here's Eason. Outside, KD. Shot clock at 3. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him.
This hasn't been his quarter so far. He's really struggling to get going.
Here's Chase. Oh! By Şengün.
And Şengün got himself in great position, used that length to deny him.
And it's Thompson with the jam.
And way to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking. Here's G, coming off a solid outing against Philadelphia. Brown outside. It's stolen by Eason. From the wing, G with the rebound.
Well, for him, this has been a quarter to forget. He is not helping them close the gap.
And you look at these Rockets, Greg, pretty fearsome on the defensive end.
I mean, great length and athleticism on the wings, and an offensive-minded coach, and Ime Udoka. They'll make you work for it, no doubt about it.
Thompson against Simon. Puts up a deep 3. The Rockets pull it in.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Van Vliet, right side. KD on the wing. That falls. Great assist by Van Vliet. Now just a 4-point Celtic lead. Brown outside. Outside, Simon. Brown against Thompson. 6 to shoot. Here's Houdini. Pass to Walsh. Now Simons. Second chance shot. It's rebounded by Şengün. Şengün's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And no good in the last second attempt this time. No shortage of scoring here at the end of the first quarter. Celtics lead by 4. And we'll be back with you right after this. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. All right, well, look at how the points have been generated so far. Scoring breakdown for the Celtics.
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
And it seems they've also put an emphasis on moving the ball, working to rotate around the defense and find those quality looks.
Pritchard and White are their guards. Then it's Tatum, and it's Queta in at the 5, down low. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Celtics. Here's White. White with the stuff.
Well, you know, White is quietly one of the league's most effective finishers on the drive.
Thompson outside. White looking around. Back to Thompson. Out to the right wing. Here's Bryant. And Boston with the rebound.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Pass to Queta. Right against Pritchard. Takes it inside. Basket good. Pritchard's got his first 2 points of the night.
See, now that layup isn't possible without the help of the pick.
And Thompson kicks to right. Here's Bryan. Drills it from outside. Silk's got a couple of three-pointers in the second for Houston.
The defense a step slow, and you can see the result.
To the inside. It's stolen by Adams. Thompson against Tatum. And Wright gets it to go on the assist by Thompson. Wright's got it all tied up now for Houston.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Now here's White. He's guarded closely. Pass to Walsh. The Celtics need to get a shot off. Pritchard. And it's Silk with the rebound.
Yeah, I'm not sure that's the look they want. It's tough working the mid-range area.
And there's the foul. It's on Steven Adams. That is his first foul of the game. Celtics trail by 3. And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup.
Time to make some noise for Boston's own Celtics Entertainment.
Defensive teams in the league have some stout zone looks they can go to. Where do those in a game come in handy?
I mean, often it's a way of challenging opponents to make perimeter shots, but also you want to show different looks just to kind of disrupt the rhythm of a team's offensive flow.
On defense, Houston, 3-point lead. It's White on the wing. The kick out to Tatum. No good. They had a chance to end the run there.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
There's no airspace there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without foul.
Now here's Thompson. He's coming off a 16-point game against Toronto.
How about the rebounding, too? He was just all over the glass, and the other team had no answer for how to contain him.
Pritchard with the ball, guarded by Wright. Passed it. No good that time either.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Can't finish in from close range. And so it's Pritchard who brings the ball up for the Celtics. They trail by 3. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And stand on defense. The Celtics content to play the percentage.
Yeah, look, the Celtics want to deny free throws and layups. If you beat them shooting 2-point jump shots, they'll live with it. But can they force more turnovers?
First one falls for him. And so he makes both from the line.
I'm sure they don't want to send him to the line. That has to be in their scouting report.
Pass to Silk. Now Adams. Here's Silk. Shoots the 3. The rebound by Caden. Pritchard feeling it out a bit. And the call go against the Pirates. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Second team foul. Substitution on the court.
Rockets on defense. Only giving up 6 here in this quarter. White the pass to Chase. 5 to shoot. Brown wide open. He fired. Hands it from downtown. Brown's got his second basket of the night.
Lots of development work has gone into Brown's three-pointer.
Pass to Smith for 3. Rebounded by the Celtics. They've led by as many as 11 points. Looking ahead, they've got the Jazz coming into town for the next game. They'll find themselves in the middle of this string of 3 straight at home. And out of bounds as the Rockets gain possession. And now look at Boston's upcoming schedule. On Monday, they'll be taking on Lauri Markkanen and the Utah Jazz. And then on Wednesday, they'll go up against Trae Young and the Washington Wizards.
And for their matchup with Orlando, that will be game number 10 for them. Starting to get into the full swing of things. Should be a fun one.
Ryan passes to Thompson. Adams sets the pick for Wright. Pass to Adams. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
And now look at Jason Tatum here. Great showing for him last season. Last season, 27 points per, 8 rebounds, and 6 assists. And no secret, he can score the ball. Number 1 on the team last year.
Yeah, they rely on him to be a play creator and terminator. So challenging to plan a defense for him.
Wright finds Tatum. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
Well, that's what you're looking for. Shots from point-blank range.
The Rockets shooting their first free throw of the game right now.
Shooting for Houston. Right. 1 shot.
Boston's gotten the 3-point shot off 16 times tonight. 7 times they've hit it, 9 times they've missed. And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. Let's show you the teams with the most second chance points last year. The Rockets #1.
Yeah, that was a huge factor for them a season ago. Their ability to attack the offensive glass and then convert those into second chance buckets. I mean, no one did it better.
Knocked loose, and it's the Rockets on the break. And the basket by Silk. Silk's got the lead up to 3 now for Houston. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Rockets.
Well, their coaching staff has to be happy with how active they are offensively, forcing turnovers and making the offense uncomfortable.
And guys, they've also done a great job generating offense from their defense, forcing turnovers and making the defense pay for those mistakes.
Here's Wright following the bucket by the Celtics. The shot by Silk, no good.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Hey, thanks a lot, guys. The Celtics understand that they'll be tested. Jaylen Brown said growth is a journey with ups and downs. You have to stay with it. You can't complain. Don't let it break your spirit. We've just got to keep building the right habits, keep being versatile, and keep learning from these experiences. Kevin?
Always looking to get better. Thank you, Allie. Chase. The shot from the low post is good. G's got 12.
Yeah, he's in such a great rhythm right now. Makes sense to get him the ball any way you can.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession.
And so the timeout taken here by Ime Udoka. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. Steven Adams. Kevin Durant comes in for Smith. And Torrey Eason subbed in for Amen Thompson. And the call will go against Houdini. That'll be his second foul of the game.
2 fouls for him now in the first half. He's going to have to be really smart going forward.
Here's Şengün. Right outside. Back to Şengün. Just 5 on the clock. Takes a 3.
Tatum plays some tough defense. You won't see his energy level drop at that end. Flush by Tatum.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. And you think of all that Jaylen Brown is accomplished, coach, to the list, 2024 Finals MVP.
Yeah, look, it's tough to beat that as an accomplishment, Kevin. To win your team a championship and be the biggest part of it. But what I love about Jaylen Brown is the consistency of what he's done throughout his career. This guy has been good for a long time, and he's still got a long way to go.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage. That's
Brown gets it done inside.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling there.
Outside, KD. Back to right. And some nice passing there by Houston. And they're pushing it up. This one for 3. Pass to Houdini. Lets it go with the 3. Buries the long-range jumper. Houdini's got 14 points for the game.
And let's see, guys, if that triggers another little explosion from him after hitting 3 triples in that first quarter.
Here's Silk. 3-pointer. Rebounded by the Celtics. She's got 13 rebounds in the game. White. Good.
Well, after struggling in the first period, he's turned it around. You can see the confidence growing.
White to pass to Şengün. Here's Silk. White covering. Pass to Wright. Looking to end the line. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
And have not had as much success in the paint this quarter. Everything has been from the perimeter.
The Rockets shooting just their second attempt at the line tonight. by Şengün. Now here's Wright. 12 points for him. Pass to Silk. That three off the mark. Austin's gone for the 3-pointers 7 times here in the second and been successful 3 times. A shot by Houdini, no good. Rockets trail by 5. In the corner, right with it. Now Şengün. And Şengün throws it down.
Even without the explosive athleticism, Şengün still able to play above the rim.
There's 1:38 left to play in the first half. Tatum passes to Houdini. Busted. No good that time either.
Well, clearly it hasn't been his best game offensively, but collectively, they've still found a way to get the lead.
The shot by Silk, no good. Austin leading by 3. Here's White. Takes it off the glass. White's got 9.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of it.
And here are the Rockets now. Following this one, they get to host the Mavericks. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. The shot by Silk, no good. And the Celtics shooting very well, 56% from the floor here in the second quarter. Good, nice job down low. And now a 7-point Celtic lead.
Well, that's easy pickings for him. Unless the defense is all over him, he'll take that all day long.
Launches it. Sinks the triple. Silk's got 30.
He has definitely shown up to play. He's done his part, really just trying to battle his team back into it.
That's just a great pass. Excellent vision to see the open spot in the defense and lead it to the score.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Right outside. Houston needs to get a shot. The shot by Silk, no good. And so it's Boston. With a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They dictated the pace, pushed the ball at every chance, and it's paying off for them. Now let's check in with Allie LaForce on the sideline. What do you have for us, Allie?
Alongside Coach Joe Mazzulla, Coach, your group seems to be controlling the pace of this game. What have you seen in that regard?
We were able to have active hands and turn them over a little bit and get out in transition and run. And so we just have to do a good job of getting to our spacing on offense, getting great looks, and then get back and get our defense set.
Job well done so far. Thanks, Coach.
Terrific stuff, Allie. Thank you so much. And we'll be back for the third quarter right after this halftime break.
Thanks for joining us for this fun-filled burst of basketball bliss. We kick off tonight's show with the power rankings across the league.
You know, for the Rockets, not a lot of movement for them since the last rankings. But we all know they'll be a factor unless something really goes wrong for them.
There is a lot of talent on that roster, but also untapped potential, it seems. And let's dig into the first half now. Things looking pretty good for the Celtics.
They've done a lot of things well, but I look at the second chance points. That's where they're doing the most damage, guys.
Comes down to 1-2. Right now, they wanted more.
And that's a halftime wrap. Let's get back to the second half with the call by Kevin Harlan and the crew.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Really incredible game from Silk.
And the bulk of his damage so far has come from the perimeter. A lot of threes early on.
And defensively, they're giving him too many good looks out there. They need to start running him off the line.
Rockets trail by 6. And so in the game for the Rockets, we'll see Durant and Smith playing up at forward. White is out there with Silk. And it's Şengün in at center. Now here's Durant. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That's on Jaylen Brown.
Such a unique player. Kevin Durant, pure shooter, incredibly skilled, all at nearly 7 feet tall.
That's good from Durant.
KD, one of the most prolific scorers in the NBA. The intrigue is how he does it with his stature.
That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backcourt.
Tatum passes to Houdini. Stolen. Here's Smith. Oh, slammed in by Smith.
And how about the force on that finish by Smith?
Brown outside. Pass to Houdini. The shot's good. Brown making the play. And that's 17 points for Houdini.
Defensively, if you're going to disrupt his rhythm, you have to put more pressure on him.
White outside. Durant down low. He's covered by Brown.
Looking now at some numbers for Jaylen Brown. Coming off a terrific season, he put up about 22 points a game, 6 rebounds, and 4 assists. And most of all, you have to love the defensive grit he brings to games when he comes off the bench.
Yeah, I love having options like him off the bench.
Shooting 2.
Guys who bring effort. They can change the attitude of a team.
First free throw is good. Durant hits them both. Celtics leading by 4. Brown the pass to Tatum. Over Smith. It's rebounded by Houston. Pass to KD. Smith outside. White outside. Back to Smith. Shot clock at 6. Over Brown. A shot by KD. No good.
Well, that one should be in his wheelhouse, but just off.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark. And it's the Rockets with the ball. Following the bucket by the Celtics. Durant gets to Smith. Pass to Şengün. Here's Bryant. Good, and the assist goes to Şengün. And that's now 33 points for Silk.
Oh, big man Şengün keeping his head on the swivel. Nice pass.
And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. 2K leaderboard with last season's top rebounding teams. The Rockets #1.
They had such a strong presence in the paint, just a physical team. They dominated the interior in terms of rebounding.
Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Outside Tatum. Pocket 6. Trying to find Şengün. He gets it to him. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. The shot by Silk, no good. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for Boston. They've led by as many as 11 points. White bounce pass. And that one's good. Houdini's got a pair of threes now here in the third for the Celtics. And sometimes, Stan, lost in everything he has done for his team, Jason Tatum is one heck of a playmaker.
Yeah, Kevin, I think what happens to guys like Tatum when they come into the league is because he can score the ball, and that's such an important skill, we tend to focus on the scoring. But Jason Tatum has become a better playmaker in his time in the league. He's become a better defender and a better rebounder. This guy excels at everything.
Now Kevin Durant after Jason Tatum missed on that last three-pointer. Bryant. And it's off from three-point range. Celtics leading by 6. Here's Tatum. He's got 7, and White kicks to Tatum. Pass to Houdini, and stolen by Wright. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Wright's got 14 points for the game.
Now, I tell you what, they won't be down for long if they can get some more early offense like that.
Here's Houdini. Plenty of room to knock down the shot. That's now 22 points for Houdini.
Now, that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it certainly works to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
And so the timeout taken here by Ime Udoka. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline.
Houston, substitution, number 1, Ahmed Thompson.
Boston on D. 6-point game. Inside. KD finds Şengün.
And this has been an outstanding display on the board, and it's a big part of why they have a lead in this game, doing the dirty work down low.
Rockets trail by 6. Pass to Silk. Up 3. Rebounded by the Celtics. She's got his 20th rebound here tonight. Saw that coming.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to find himself a ticket to the bench. If he keeps shooting it like that, he has been here this quarter.
Here's Houdini. 22 points for him. Nailed from three-point land. Houdini's got 11 here in this quarter alone.
Well, their schemes have been effective, and he's been a significant part of their focus.
Right with his screen on one. Outside, KD. Shoots from the line. It's good. Durant's got 12 in the game.
Anywhere Durant can find a shot, he can make a shot. That certainly includes the mid-range.
Pass to Houdini. Here's the three. G dishes to Brown. Thompson with it. Picked up by Brown. Now, White. And some nice passing there by Houston. Here's Silk. 33 points for him. Just 4 to shoot. Misses the wing jet.
Yeah, and he seems to have lost his rhythm all of a sudden. This has not been his quarter.
Houdini passes to Tatum from the arc. There's Tatum's range on display.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
Here's Silk. Right over. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Hey, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for Boston.
Well, their passing has been just exceptional, and it's opened up the floor for them on numerous occasions.
Take a break. Take a break.
And on top of that,
Two
they've
shots.
really been dialed in from deep, just dropping triple after triple.
The first one falls. So he gets them both.
And they came out of the locker room after halftime with a much more physical approach than what we saw in that first half.
Now here's White. He's got 9. Pass money. Brown with the play.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Pass to Silk. Up on the elbow. And Boston with the rebound.
Yeah, they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Here's G. Here's Houdini. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
And so it's Wright bringing up the ball for the Rockets. They trail by 14. Thompson hits to KD. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Here's Houdini, guarded by Wright. Houdini passes to Brown. And here's White. Pass to G. 6 to shoot. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
You two players.
Four on the clock. Tatum passes to Houdini. 18 feet out. It's rebounded by Şengün. Şengün's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Well, while we have a second, let's show you the list of players who put up the most points last year. 5th on the list, Jason Tatum.
And looking back, his points per game really underscored the fact that he never took a game off. I mean, one special performance after another all season long.
First free throw is good. So for the Rockets, Steven Adams is checked in for Şengün. And Tari Eason subbed in for Amen Thompson. And he makes both free throws.
Well, he might have been a little passive in the first half, but that's changed. I like this more aggressive approach.
White against Richard. The shot. Up again. Great positioning on the putback. And that's 20 points for G.
Hard work and soft hands. Guys, that's what made that play possible.
No simple offensive rebound there. Going for the tip-in. Now here's Durant. 15 points in the game. Count it. Good. Durant's got 10 points in the quarter.
And not being as aggressive from the three-point line anymore. They had a lot more attempts in that first half.
Down low. Here's Chase. And then G with the jam.
Well, looking at Simon's assist numbers, they've skyrocketed over his time in the NBA.
And Anthony Simons cut his teeth under Damian Lillard and C.J. McCollum, Stan. Some pretty good manners.
You aren't kidding, Kevin. And I think going up against those guys in practice every day, watching them every night, and being another guard who has to score the ball, he couldn't have learned from anybody better. And Anthony Simons now a tough guy to stop.
Now here's Simon. Beyond the arc. Eason grabs the board. Here's the lob to Adams. And Adams with the slam.
And ball goes up and Adams comes down. The anticipation skills knows where to be to finish that play.
Richard with the ball. Guarded by Wright. Adams brings the double team. And Simons wide open. He'll foul. And the three off target. Here's Bryant. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's about 9 of 10 from the line, so making the most of their chances.
And talking about last season, this team hit just 74% of their free throws. I'm sure they were hoping for better than that.
And he makes the first. Houston making some changes. Smith comes in for Jari Eason. And it's Thompson in for Wright. That one goes in. 2 from the line that time. There's 37 seconds left in the third. Richard against Thompson. With the step back. He lines up the alley-oop pass. And G with the step.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there.
Definitely got to use the clock here and get the last shot.
Yeah, but if you get an open look, you got to think about taking it no matter how much time is left on the clock.
Here's Bryant. One shot missing. With 1 on the clock, it doesn't go for it. And so it's the Boston Celtics in control with the 9-point lead to end the quarter. And the three-point shot has been big for them. And we'll be back with you shortly. Chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
Well, that is what coaches want from their point guard. Set others up, play the game the right way.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. They've got Jason Tatum. Anthony Simons out there with Houdini. And it's Queta in at the 5. That's who's in the game for the Celtics. Here's Houdini. Lets it go from deep. Drills the three-pointer. Houdini's got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for the Celtics. Pass to Eason. Houston moving the ball around. The shot by Silk, no good.
Might be time for a little different approach. His shot hasn't been falling here in the second half.
Tatum gets it inside.
Such good play from Tatum near the hoop that time.
Rockets trail by 14. To the middle. Here's Adams. And shoots with the slam.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Here's Houdini. Pass to Tatum. Six on the shot clock. And Thompson sends it back. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Houston's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. That 10, the Celtic lead is cut down now to just 10 on the basket from Bryant.
Well, it doesn't get any easier than this. They'll take these shots every time.
Here's Houdini. Pass to Walsh. It's rebounded by Houston. Houston's got 4 rebounds in this game. Good job in the low post. Silk's got 43 points.
He is just self-willing, this team right now, doing everything he can to keep them alive.
Now Simon. And he banks in the lane. And the Celtics lead by 10.
Some guts. Simon's finishing with strength.
Thompson sets the pick for Wright. Pass to Thompson. Here's Silk. Jacks on the 3. Connects again from distance.
He's got this defense scrambling, and even when they've got 2 guys on him, he just finds a way to create space.
And he's making some team history. He just tied the franchise record for 3-pointers in a single game. 5 on the clock. Offensive rebound, Celtics. Second shot opportunity, and Katie gets it to go.
Just a grinder, always doing the dirty work on the offensive glass, and that's one of the things he brings to the table.
Here's Wright. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. And another 3 for Houston.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Tatum against Thompson. Outside, Simon. Pass to Tatum. Fires the 3. Tatum controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Oh, big time put back there. What a great motor on this guy.
There is no one who goes after those rebounds harder. Now, here's Adams. Now, White. Just 4 to shoot. Bryant. And a miss there on the triple.
And you know what? If you're the defense, you got him right where you want him. Let him keep shooting those 3s. He's been brilliant in this half. Kevin, he is tough to stop when he gets to the rim.
He can get up a few notches higher. Right outside. Here's Bryant. And again for 3.
He's now set the team record for most 3s in a game. Unreal.
And a lot of it stems from his confidence. Even when he misses, he's sure, he's positive the next one's going to go in. To the inside. It's stolen by Adams. Pass to Wright. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got 6 assists now in the game.
Playing from behind right here. Not easy, but he is answering the bell.
Well, consistent scoring is a good foundation for a comeback. They can't be wasting possessions now.
Here's Houdini. Finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Here's Bryant. Connects again.
And he's up to 52 points.
Yeah, making a GA look all too easy right now. Houdini passes to Tatum.
Rockets foul. First personal foul. First team foul.
Şengün's checked in for Steven Adams. Jabari Smith comes in for Tari Eason. And it's Kevin Durant in for Thompson. On defense, the Rockets. 4-point game. Here's White. White slams it in.
The White is a solid athlete. He's more than capable of getting up for these kind of layups.
In the corner, Smith with it. Houston moving it around. Durant for three. Gets the three-pointer to fall. KD's got 20 points.
Yeah, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
Here's White. White with the step.
Levine just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
Well, that's too easy. As he says, let me add to my highlight.
Now here's Durant. Stripped away. 3-on-3. Here's Houdini. And slam dunk by Tatum.
Great move by Tatum. Getting to the rim and throwing it down.
Rockets trail by 7. Outside Durant. Back to right. Smith gets to right. Here's Bryan. Good. Another from 3.
And what a fireworks display he's shown us tonight. Just keeps knocking them down from deep.
Craig, he has just exploded from beyond the arc. That last make tying him for second in most threes in a game.
And it's a 4-way tie now. Himself, Curry, Zach LaVine, and Dame Lillard. That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Right to pass to Şengün. To right. Just 5 to shoot. It's tipped. Stolen by Tatum. Pass to G. Here's Houdini. Repair. And it's Silk with the rebound. Silk's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And here's White. Here's Bryan. Offline with this 3. To Tatum. It's stolen by Smith. Right outside. Here's Silk. And again, another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Here's G. Stolen by White. Banks the layup in.
And guys, all about hard work from this point on. They worked hard to create that high-quality shot and then able to knock it down.
Here's Houdini. Tatum outside. Takes the 3. He throws the 3.
Well, he's going back to the arc. He might be building some momentum from range here in the second half.
And timeout is called by Ime Udoka. He has decided it's the right time to talk.
Here they come from the entertainment.
course, on the sideline.
Hey guys, during that last break, I heard Ime Udoka as he talked with the team. And it wasn't a very happy huddle. Coach told the team, quote, "We need to be better with the ball. We're committing too many turnovers. It's hurting us." Guys, back to you.
All right, Allie, thank you for that. And so it's Wright bringing up the ball for the Rockets, trailing by 5. And again for 3.
There it is. A shot that puts him at the top of the record book.
Well, Greg is now tied for the mark for most threes in a single game. In one word, amazing.
He passed Curry's high a little earlier, and now he matched Curry's mark. I didn't think we'd see a shot like this coming into tonight, but here we are. And I see like that is why he leads his team in rebounds tonight.
Double digits for him in the class. He's getting it done.
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
Yeah, and how great have these offenses been for these teams tonight? Just fantastic execution.
Here's Silk from outside. Here's the triple from Durant.
Well, we talk about ice in his veins a lot, but this guy personifies that. What a clutch shot.
Taking out time. Smith here for the rebound.
Just too many missed threes for him tonight. He must be sharper here down the stretch.
Right down low. No luck in time on a shot that would have put him on top. Tatum.
Big time basket. Big time basket.
Yeah, don't you just love to see a player embrace that kind of pressure?
And right, here we go.
And that's about the worst defense I can imagine a team playing coming down the stretch.
Yeah, there's no excuse for giving that up. That's the absolute last thing you want to have.
Already coming into the game, is it fair to say he's hot?
30 seconds left to play in the final quarter. And the commit, intentional foul. It's another one of those so they can get a little better.
Had to foul on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
And so they foul intentional. The first one to drop, tough one to miss. He's able to hit the second one, and that will put them up by 2.
Timeout.
Timeout called
Start
from Ime Udoka. And he knows there's no room for mistakes and wants everyone on the same page. And talking about the approach now, what are they looking at?
And they've got plenty of time to get a basket.
No doubt, but they might have to always doubted what they tend to do. In terms of motivation, what they said to you. Hate mail all day, it's the price that you pay. In all the fact, can't get like this, it's gonna take patience. Work constant, check up steady maintenance. You might lose homies, you might fake friends, thought you get it in a year. It might take 10. The realest always comes to surface. Do you know your purpose? Oh yeah, I remember you.
good shooter. One of the best games anybody has ever had.
And Klay Thompson viewed as one of the best shooters ever to play this game. Hard to believe that the mark of 14 made threes has been passed here this evening.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. Coach clearly feeling the necessity to regroup with so much at stake here. Guys, what's your take on how they maximize their opportunities now?
This is where great coaching can pay dividends.
Well, they'll likely only get one shot at this. They need to make it count.
Here's Houdini. Tatum outside. Lets loose a three. With the three. So it's a narrow victory for the Rockets, pulling it out for the W. This win, such a tremendous emotional boost for them.
Really an accomplishment and crazy finish to take a road game like this and simply deflate an entire building.
Well, we've got a moment now. Let's go courtside to Allie LaForce. Allie.
Kevin, that was a gritty road win. How do you evaluate your performance?
It's a tough place to play. You know, you hear the crowd. They was loud as soon as we stepped on the floor. So, you know, we're just trying to play our brand of basketball and just keep growing.
The crowd had nothing on you, though. Congrats on the win.
As always, Allie, we appreciate it. And that about wraps it up. And for all of us here at the table, Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony and our terrific sideline reporter, Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us tonight. And now we present the player of the game, Silk.